everyone, Brianna here with So Cute and Quirky, and I just thought I'd show you how to use a buttonhole foot. I'm going to show you how to use the 3A buttonhole foot that comes with many BERNINA models, and it is an automatic foot and it's great to use. You can also use a manual foot for another model of machine or another brand of machine, and they all work very similarly. You just want to go ahead and get out your instruction manual to do it, and you should really try because it's a lot of fun. And unfortunately, this foot or other foots are not used that often when they should be, because you can use them for many applications, not just for shirts or putting in a buttonhole for garments, but you can also use them for something like this. If you want to hang something like this as a gift card holder or an ornament, and they're easy to do and not so hard to put in. So let's check them out. A lot of fun, and see how you can use a buttonhole foot. My BERNINA 570, it's an automatic buttonhole foot, and you're able to do several sizes just like a manual foot. All buttonhole foots pretty much work the same. The difference is one may be manual and one may be automatic, like this one here. I'm going to show you this one, which is for the BERNINA and several BERNINA styles. If you have a manual foot or a different machine or a different brand, you're going to want to check that brand, review the information for the buttonhole foot. Usually on that buttonhole foot below, there is going to be a little lever that you pull down, and it will go near the buttonhole foot right here, where it'll allow for that length of the buttonhole, so that you can go ahead and stitch it, whether you want a 1/2 inch or you want 3/8 of an inch, or if it's in millimeters, 15 millimeters, something like that. So let's check this out. And this buttonhole foot, what we're going to do is first replace the current foot on here and put in my buttonhole foot, and it just slides under the cone, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach that there. So the buttonhole foot, I want to put in a button, and this particularly here, this button, I'm going to measure it. And if I were to measure it, I'm going to use a ruler, and it's about 15 millimeters. BERNINAs use millimeters, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to show you what to do next with this and on the screen so you can see it. So let's find the button. Who's got the button, and check it out. Button, who's got the button? So let's go ahead and get started with this buttonhole foot. So first, what I want to do is change over from a straight stitch to go ahead and find where I can put in a buttonhole. And if I look over to the right here, you're going to see the functions of the different stitches. I'm going to click here where I have the buttonhole, and I want to go ahead and choose my buttonhole here, and I'm choosing that. And I want to also go ahead and choose the distance, and I measured 15 millimeters. So right here, you can actually take the button, which is very cool, and you can place it up against the screen to measure. You can place it here, and also you will see here where it shows the actual millimeters. And I want to go ahead and just change that a little on the inside, because it shows the inside and the outside. And there we go, I have 16 millimeters, so that I know I'll have enough for my buttonhole. I measured it at 15, and I could go back down to 15 if I want, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and click out of that, and I'm also going to now change my foot, and I wanna make sure that I have my 3A, and it's popping up here. I can also plug it in here if I wanted to and put 3 in there, and I'm going to tap on that. And therefore, I've picked my foot, and now it's showing the correct foot that I have for my machine. Some machines may not have that function where you plug it in. It's going to be where you manually do it, like I was saying before, but this one has an automatic function. So now let's go ahead and take a look at putting in a buttonhole, which is pretty cool. So let's get started to put this buttonhole in. So I need a piece of fabric. I'm going to place my fabric underneath my buttonhole. And the way it works is it's going to do a satin stitch. It's going to go up and then back down. And it'll do this also for manual machines or a machine that has a manual foot too. It's going to go up and down. It'll do some tacking stitches on the left and right. And you can either push the automatic button, or you can do it with your presser foot. I mean, with your foot pedal. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and put down my foot, my presser foot, and in this case I'm going to go ahead and push the lever or the start button so that we can go ahead and start with my foot. And here we go. And you see it is stitching away, stitching away, stitching away, making a hole. It's great because you can make different sizes. And again, if you have a different machine, look at your manual. You will find the information for it. And a lot of times also on the internet, there's always great resources for many types of machines. So it's great to go ahead and look and use this for many different things. Like I said, I use it for grommets in place of a grommet if you don't want to put in a grommet. And they're not as scary as everyone thinks, so you got to give it a try. And they look really nice and cute too. I've made small ones and large ones for advent calendars, also for gift card holders, things like that. And now we are done, and I'm just going to go ahead and clip. And here we have our buttonhole foot. Now you can go ahead and take a seam ripper and just go into inside of this. You can use scissors if you want, if you're nervous, or snips, and you can just push ever so slightly as you do this to make your hole. And there you go. There you have it. I've got a buttonhole foot, and it's all ready to go and ready for my button. So let's see if I measured it right here. And there's my button and my buttonhole, and it measures and looks great there. So you can adjust it larger, smaller, and wider and thinner if you need to for whatever type of buttonhole you're doing. Thanks for watching. Bye.